2 more weeks. 2 more weeks of this shit. So did you bring it?
Dad, I have a few more things I need you to sign.
Yeah.
It says that you're signing over the cabin to me.
You are. You're selling it.
Dad, we went over this. I can't afford it. You could barely afford it. Plus, I'm just too busy with work to ever get out there.
Please, just promise me you'll go up there one last time before you sell it. Just one last time. Get up there. I mean, for me. So did you bring it? Did you bring it? Oh, please, Adam. Adam.
What is it? What is it?
Did you bring it?
Adam, how you been? Things been okay? See you're hunting all around the property over there. We just got this guy here. He's come walking through. Go get the pickup truck, get this guy out. Get him in the ice. Take care, all right?
Did you bring it? Did you bring it? Oh, please, Adam. Just give it to me, I'll do it. Adam, please, just give it to me, I'll do it.
Dad, I'll do it.
Give me, I'll do it. Just give it to me, I'll do it.
I'll do it.
Okay. Okay. It's okay. Brennan, I want this. It's okay. 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 Hey, how you doing?
Hey.
Can I get a Italian combo hero, please?
Yeah, just give me 1 second.
Sure.
How you doing?
All right.
Mikey? You been up?
I just gave him my order.
I'm sorry. What was
An Italian combo hero, please.
my combo? What you had on? Waiting long?
Not long.
Customers first, Frankie. There you go. Sorry about that. Listen, what are you doing? Close that refrigerator. I gotta talk to you. I come into the store. I expect the store to be clean. I expect you to be doing what you're supposed to be doing the way I showed you from day one. I don't understand you leaving a customer standing there while you're doing your dilly-dallying over here with other stuff when you should be taking care of the customer. You think he's gonna wait? The store's a mess. What did you do last night? Dishes in the sink was supposed to be done last night. You understand? Look, if you don't get this, then don't do this. Do something else. I don't want you here if you're gonna screw up my business. Okay? Okay?
I'm going on break.
Yo! Frankie boy!
Yo, Will!
What the fuck's good,
going
man?
on?
How you doing?
Good, I've been good.
Good.
Haven't seen you in forever, man. How's the
Yeah,
family?
man, feels like ages. Fam moved down to South Carolina, man.
South Carolina?
Yeah,
Jesus
dude.
Christ.
Remember Kathy?
Yeah, how is she?
Chick I used to get the painkillers from?
How is she?
Fucking hit the ground 2 months ago, bro. Left me a fortune.
Really?
I'm telling you, bro. Me and my friend bought a crib. So we're having a little housewarming party tonight. Thought I was gonna get some people together. You should come through. Steve's been asking about you a lot.
Steve?
Yeah, Steve,
I haven't
man.
seen that kid in forever.
But we're ghosts to you. You gonna show up?
I mean, I got my shift left I gotta do.
Oh, what? Ted and Lou's telling you what to do?
Fucking asshole.
You gonna come with me or what? Come on.
Fuck it, why not?
That's what I'm saying. That's
Why
the
not?
whole Frank I fucking know. That's what I'm saying.
Listen, shoot me a text. Hit me
I
up.
will, man.
Talk
7:30,
to you.
yeah?
Unbelievable. What's he doing here?
Just want to chat.
About what?
I'll just catch up.
You want to go out with him. That's what you want to do. I'm just telling you.
What? I can't have a night out to myself?
You can do
Now you're
whatever
gonna
you
judge
want.
me on that?
Do whatever you want. That's probably one of your problems. One of your problems
One of my
is
problems.
hanging
One
out
of my
with guys
problems
like
is
that.
working here too long.
Well, then leave. Go. I don't care. I'll find somebody else that'll probably do it better. Go. Go now. You don't have to stay here.
You know what? Fine. I will.
Go.
Fine.
Go.
Fuck you.
Nice. Very nice.
Fucking Frankie, boy. I think you'd show up, man.
Yeah.
Come on in, huh? The fuck's going on, man?
Need a break.
Someone needs a break once in a while, yeah? Yo. No, it's not at my fucking house. I told you 5 minutes ago. No, I told you to make a right at East 17th. You got the wrong fucking address, bro. What do you mean, what? You know I can't fucking drive, man. You know what happened last year. Yo, listen, don't give me any of this fucking shit right now. I'll just tell Frank to fucking take me, okay? Change of plans, huh? Frankie, change of plans, brother. We gotta go.
Now?
Yep, let's go. Come on, grab your keys. You're driving. Have fun, buddy.
Oh, is that Frankie boy?
Oh,
Bro, how's everything, man?
Good. I'm doing well. I'm doing
Working
well.
at that deli, bro?
Yeah, I'm still working at the deli.
Oh, it's insane.
Yeah, I know. It's how have you been, man?
I've been riding that rice burner, you know what I'm saying?
It was a piece of shit.
It's a beauty,
It was
bro.
a piece of shit.
Let me introduce you to some ghosts, all right?
Yeah, it is.
Hey, Frankie. It's your father. I hope everything's all right. It's getting kind of late. I haven't heard from you. Get a chance, give me a call. All right? Bye.
Yo, Ronnie.
What's going on?
What's going on, bro? How you been?
Oh, fuck. What's good, Ronnie? Not much, dude. Come with me. I got something to show you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright.
That's what I got.
What we got here, huh? Cheers, buddy.
Come on. What's the matter? Big pussy?
Yo, how do you know?
Who the fuck is this? Get the fuck out of here.
Are
you fucking kidding me?
What the fuck is your problem?
I'm down for 5 minutes and you're sitting here talking to another guy?
What am I supposed to do? You're
Come
not
on,
even
get the
fucking
fuck out.
Fuck you. Get the fuck out. I'm done.
What the fuck are you looking at? Do you know her? You're looking at her like...
What the fuck, man?
What the fuck, dude?
Yeah, I shouldn't have been fucking looking at you, you fucking idiot. Get him off, man.
Yo, you're unfucking believable, man. You got me out here driving this fucking kid home. You ruined my whole night, my whole fucking night.
Would you shut the fuck up, man? You know it's your fault we're in this mess, right?
What
Yeah.
are you even gonna do with this kid anyway?
I don't know, man. Fucking drop him off on his porch or something.
What?
You clocked him pretty fucking hard.
Yeah, he dropped like a fucking bag of potatoes on her.
Nighty night, Frankie.
Hey, you all right? What happened to you? Who are those guys? Let me see. What happened to your face? What are you, drunk? What do you want? Come on, get inside the house. Let's go.
Frankie, you up? Come down, I made some coffee. Morning. Coffee? Yeah.
You had work today.
No, I took off. I figured we'd spend some time together, get some breakfast. How's the car running? Good? No problems?
No.
Good.
Listen, I just wanted to apologize about everything
There's no need for apology. You need me, I'm here for you. Everything else is just water under the bridge. Let's go get some breakfast.
So, Frank, I mean, you know, I liked your film. I thought it was beautifully shot. Was there an autobiographical element to the storyline at all, or how did you come up with the concept?
Yeah, you're correct. There's a lot of autobiographical stuff in it, but the funny thing is that a lot of it sort of happened as we were filming. As the shoot went on, things in my life sort of sparked up that I thought would be good to change the story a little bit. And even on set, like Nelson Smith, who was our DP, a good friend of mine, he actually had some great insight onto the story, and we actually changed some things on the spot, which helped the story, I think, progress into a better direction than what we initially would have thought of.
Hey Frankie, it's your father. I hope everything's all right. It's getting kind of late. I haven't heard from you. Get a chance, give me a call. All right? Bye.
Yo, Ronnie.
You've acted in tons of projects. And in this movie, we get to see your father on screen, who kind of feels like one of these classic New York actors.
Absolutely.
Like when you see him, you're like, oh, I feel like I've seen this guy in other stuff. He's
Dude, I thought I did see him in other stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. And so what was the dynamic like working with your father?
Well, to take it back to the beginning, when the project was just starting, we had that father role in mind, like always, like to be the sort of like one of the catalysts of the story. But I always thought my dad, he could fit the role pretty well because he's lived that life. And I called him up one day when I was at work. And I just asked him, do you want to be in my film? Do you want to act with me? And he just straight up said, I don't think I can act. I don't know. And so what I did was we had a documentary class and we did a short on his deli business. And I said, you're going to be the subject of this. I want you to do it with me. And I felt that he was comfortable on screen enough for that I thought, he's going to fit perfectly with this senior film. And I just straight up asked him, like, why not? Give it a shot.
You guys were great together, and I hope you do another project that centers around two characters of yours again.
Well, I'm actually, right now, what I'm focusing on is taking the characters that were in this film and expanding them into a feature one way or the other. So I'm writing a feature that's based on characters that are from a different generation in general right now.
Look, if you don't get this, then don't do this. Do something else. I don't want you here if you're going to screw up my business. Okay? Okay?
I'm going on break.
Can you speak to what it's like to co-direct? How did you and Monica balance the directing decisions and storytelling?
Well, Monica and I have worked a lot in the past before, and her main role was editing a lot of the time when it came to projects, because that's what she wants to do. It's what she's always told me she aspires to be, as a film editor. And we've been friends since the beginning of college, so we sort of shared the same interests of storytelling and what kind of films we would want to make one day that would interest us. And when this project came along, I just said, this would be perfect. You could be the film editor, and if you want, you could co-direct with me, because we've done it before on a film called Love Lane, which came out 2 years ago. We both acted in it and worked on it extensively, but she never actually had the chance to direct something of her own, and I wanted her to do that, but she really had to sort of, I guess, break out of her comfort zone in a way. And I salute her so much for that, because she did. When it came to setting the design for all the scenes, working with the actors, alongside me, working with my dad, even working with people that sort of came on set for one day and, offered to help out. So she did a great job.
Yeah. Cheers, buddy.
Come on, what's the matter? Big pussy?
Hey Dad, I guess I just missed you. I hope all's well and you're doing alright. I'm really sorry I won't be able to see you for the holidays. Marie and me are taking the kids to her parents. And, the kids miss you. They keep repeating all those stories you told them about when you were younger. Anyway, we'll find a way to fly over there real soon. Call me back when you can, alright? Love you, Dad.
close when you were younger, but you turned into a dick, so.
Hey, what's your problem?
It's a little joke. Just go back to your seat. I said, why don't you go back to your seat and sit down?
Thank you very much for joining us, though, man. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, we're doing this thing where we're basically going back and looking at student films over the last 20 years and kind of cherry picking some of the ones that went over really well at the Luminaries and stuff, and some like just favorites of people over the course of time. And one of your films came up. Can you pronounce it for me? Because I'm a goddamn idiot.
No, that's cool. It was Monotonia. Yeah.
Dude, I really loved your movie, man. You tackled some really interesting things. I mean, just like regret and time passing you by, which is, something that everybody really, really deals with. And I just thought you did a really beautiful job in like kind of owning the moment with that.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Very much so. I have one technical question. Shooting that room flooding scene, how did you do that?
Yeah, that one was fun. We were actually in the Five Town studio there, and we put it was like a 4-foot inflatable pool in there. And then we had people from public safety were nice enough to help us run hoses from that back room over there in like the engineering kind of place. And we had hoses running through, filled it up overnight. A few of us were actually running back and forth with trash cans full of water from like different sinks. We filled that all up, and then we had built the living room so it could fit in the pool, and then we hoisted it up with pulleys. So that was all hanging from the overhead grid in the studio. And then when we rolled, we literally had everyone from, I think the class was there was a class going on, in the film room next door, and they all just kind of came in, and we all had like a rope, and we just lowered it in together.
John, I was curious because I watched Monotonia and I saw some familiar faces from the film program. Then I watched the Brentwood spot, which I enjoyed. And so in both of these films, you're using, I imagine you're shooting on 16 in both of them.
Yeah.
Both films just kind of bring you in. They feel organic, naturalistic. There's maybe a little dreaminess here and there, but there's like a romanticism. And I just wanted you'd speak about your aesthetic choice to use film and maybe how that affects your process.
I think it really comes down to, I'm kind of just like in love with the process of, filmmaking. So a lot of the time I choose to shoot film is because I just like doing it. I like having to load the film. It just makes you really focus on what you're trying to say more pre-production. Before we shoot anything on film, normally we have a very detailed shot list of what we want. And it really makes you think about the choices you're going to make before you have to make them. That extra step, that preparation, that you need to be decisive, and it makes you think more about why you're doing it, why you're taking these shots. So I think it's worth it for anyone learning film to, take a crack at it.
It's a little joke. Let's go back to your seat. I said, why don't you go back to your seat and sit down?
Thank you both for being here. This must not be easy for you. Your testimony will go a long way toward helping us make a final decision on parole. Take your time. Just be yourself.
First, I'd like to thank you for allowing us to speak on our son's behalf. These past 10 years without our son have been a living hell. My life hasn't been the same. I lost my job. I shunned all my friends. I drink just to cope with all this anger I have. It's a real struggle to find reasons to get up every day. My wife hasn't been the same either. She's on all kinds of medication for depression and anxiety. She's moody. She chain smokes. She's not the woman I married.
Did you get any sleep?
Not really. Did you?
Did I get any sleep? Might know the answer to that question if you slept in our bed once in a while. How many does that make this week? 3? No, 4.
Do you really have to do that while I'm eating?
You know, you're not the only one going through this.
Well, lately it feels like I am.
Don't you dare make this just about
I'm
you,
sorry.
Ryan. Do you hear me?
Listen to me. I'm sorry. Okay? Please, let's not do this today. Not today.
Do you know what you're gonna say?
Our lives are empty. We're just going through the motions because something is missing. Let me tell you what's missing. Our son. Our only son, our only child. So let me be perfectly clear when I tell you, this man should not get paroled. He should have to serve the full 20 years the judge handed down. He murdered our son the day he decided to drive drunk. Shouldn't be allowed to get his life back. Why should he? We're not able to get our son back. His life was cut short. The only thing that helps us get through all this is knowing that he is still behind bars. Please, I beg you, keep him in prison.
That should be it.
I need a cigarette.
Excuse me, sir, can I have a moment?
How was it? How was it?
What? I'm sorry.
I said, how was it? How did you like the food?
Yeah, it was all right. I'm used to the other place.
Really? I always thought their sauce was kind of sweet. You want some coffee? I got this new blend I think you might like. Ryan, did you hear me?
I'm sorry. No. Thanks. I'm just gonna have a drink. It's not that. I'm just gonna go in the den and have a drink. It's been a long day.
I was thinking maybe we could watch a movie tonight. You know that one you were talking about last week that you wanted to see? I think it's on tonight. You know, just to unwind.
What's left to say? It's been 10 years. You murdered our son. Nothing's changed.
Stop it! Damn it! I am so sick of this! I am so sick of this! Shut up! You shut up! Why do you think that you're the only one in pain? He was my son too! Why won't you see that?
What?
My client asked me to give you this after you gave your statement to the parole board.
I don't want anything from him.
Believe me, sir, I understand what you're feeling, but
Do you? Did you ever have to bury a child?
You're right. I'm sorry. I was just trying to do my job. Look, you can throw this out if you want. I won't blame you.
What could you possibly say?
If you think I'm gonna clean up this mess, you better think again.
I really don't want to get into this right now.
Well, when will we get into it, Ryan? When will we face this?
I don't know, but not tonight. Now would you please move?
When will this be about us, Ryan? It's your son, he was my son too! Shut up! When will this be about us, Ryan?
Just going through the motions because something is missing.
When will this be about us?
Hey, I was wondering when you'd get here. Still gotta finish this thing. Yeah, I tried everything, but I still can't get it running right. Something's off.
I'll take a look. It's usually the last thing you expect, you know what I mean? Oh, I found it. What? The distributor cap is loose. Give me the pliers. There you go. Simple fix.
What about you, Dad? You a simple fix?
What do you mean?
Well, you're not moving forward. It's really a simple fix.
What are you talking about? Nothing about this is simple.
Sure it is, Dad. Usually the last thing you'd expect.
So when were you planning on telling me? The attorney called. How can you do this?
I just have to.
You just have to. Don't I get a say in this?
Your Honor, my client has requested the special hearing in order to amend the previous statement he made
This man should not get parole.
of the defendant.
They say that your client's testimony was very helpful. What else could he add to it, Counselor?
Thank you for this opportunity, Your Honor. I'd like to read a prepared statement. What's there left to say? Can words ever express the pain of losing a child? I don't think so. How can I find the words to express my grief over the death of an innocent young man who will never grow into manhood? There will never be a day when his parents' broken hearts will ever heal. No one should ever have to experience this kind of suffering, except, of course, the person who caused all this pain. I will spend the rest of my life knowing this unforgivable act carries a crushing weight all its own. For this, I am truly sorry.
I'm not sure I understand. What are you apologizing for?
No, I'm not apologizing. He is. These are his words. And he's been saying them for a long time.
What is it exactly you're telling this court?
I'm never gonna be able to get my son back. But I really need to get my life back. And in order to do that, I have to forgive this man.
It's really a simple fix.
I forgive you. I think he spent enough time in prison. I'm asking you to grant his parole.
So, dude, one of the things that I was really kind of taken the most by was your casting. Your female lead was pretty awesome. How did the casting work with the film?
Well, the casting for the main leads, we actually were lucky enough to have been introduced to them. So someone I know, Annie Davin, she works in film festivals and all that, and then she came to me because we were creating the script, and she said, "Hey, if you guys need a lead, I have one that might be interested." She told them about the story, and then they said, "Yeah, absolutely, we'd love to do it." They were SAG actors, so that was a pretty interesting experience. We were at first going to be getting just like do stuff off of backstage and all that and see who we get, but to be able to get in contact with them was really great. And Terry was awesome to work with. She was phenomenal. She was on Days of Our Lives. I believe it was Days of Our Lives. And I believe it was one of those shows. So it was pretty cool to be able to work with someone like that. Definitely a first experience for me.
How many does that make this week? 3? No, 4.
Do you really have to do that while I'm eating?
You know, you're not the only one going through this.
Well, lately it feels like I am.
Don't you dare make this just about
I'm
you,
sorry.
Ryan. Do you hear me?
Listen to me. I'm sorry. Okay?
Rich, it was such an earnest movie. Good performances, really smart directing, you know, with the visual style. It looked very professional. How do you decide that you want to make a movie like this?
We had a class before our senior projects to develop our stories and explore our options on what we wanted to do. And, you know, they said that you want to do something that, you know, obviously that you believe in. That's something that really, you know, connects with you. And I was trying to think that whole week, I was trying to think of stories that would, you know, really, I feel, make an impact, or that I felt that I could put 100% effort into, because you can't do anything if you don't have 100% heart in it. So one of the inspirations for this film was a song called Forgiveness by Matthew West. And when I heard about the story behind that song, I started looking into, it's a true story. It's based on a true story. And after going through the actual story and the actual account of who this was based on, I felt that it was just something I needed to tell. It just really took my heart, and, you know, I'm like, you know, if I can make something that this film doesn't even come close to what that real story was, but I wanted to be able to somewhat bring it onto a format, you know, through my school, and be able to, you know, go to film festivals with and show people that story, because not a lot of people know about it. It's actually inspiring me further after this to actually maybe pursue a larger scale, maybe a feature film.
Hey, I was wondering when you'd get here. Still gotta finish this thing.
Did the process feel like it changed you as a person?
Absolutely. Yeah, it definitely did. You know, going through, you know, being at Five Towns and, you know, learning how to create films and how to craft something, being able to craft films and all that. You know, there's a lot of work to it. It's not just the creative side of it. And it really helped doing this film because of the amount of time we had. We only had about a week to shoot, and we had like maybe 2 days for reshoots or anything like, you know, for inserts and stuff like that. That was a very stressful time. And not only did it help me in being a filmmaker or just a creative in general, you know, it really tested my will, and because we had to go every day, 12 hours. We had 12-hour days for an entire week. I would go home freaking out, trying to figure out what I'm going to do for the next day, only getting maybe like 4 hours of sleep, and just getting back on the set the next morning and just doing it all over and over again. You know, it's trial by fire. And I think that's really helped me, even in the work that I do today, because, you know, it's pressure and it's working with people, and it really has changed me, definitely 100%.
I forgive you.
you Jack Haggerty?
It's the name on the door says. What's a dame like you doing in a flop house like this?
I'm looking for your brother, Earl.
The taste of blood and alcohol in my mouth made me wonder what gin joint I was in last night. Better yet, what floozy I was making time with. An inch closer, I would have had the pleasure of a sucker punch from St. Peter himself.
You know, Jack, you really ought to quit drinking. Your blood's so thin, I had the hell of a time stopping the bleeding.
Who told you to stop it?
I think there's somebody that's glad to see you still around.
Oh, Jack, I'm so glad to see that you're all right.
My secretary, Grace. This plain Jane's been looking to get a ring around my finger ever since I hired her. I can't imagine what she sees in a liquored up deadbeat.
What are you doing chasing madmen in the middle of the night? You could have gotten yourself killed.
Could only have been so lucky.
You're not a cop anymore, Jack. Leave it up to the professionals.
Thanks for all the help, Doc. I got a new office to move into.
You're not going anywhere, Jack. You need a little rest now. You'll be back on your feet in a few days.
The Vigorous makes its maiden voyage in the coming weeks as the first expedition vessel to travel to the shores of Germany. This just in. The masked figure who has been running amok through the city streets has been now labeled by authorities as the Vagabond Spectre. This recent wave of crimes has hit American shores after a string of mysterious murders in several European nations. Coming up next,
Rubbish.
can the Cinderella Man, Jim Braddock, defend his title? Stay tuned after this.
I've been after the creep for weeks, and all I have to show for it is a hangover and another set of stitches. Whoever shot me better pray I don't quit drinking. They should aim better next time.
This is all that's left from your old office. Isn't this exciting, Jack? Moving to a new part of town, changing your surroundings.
It's about as exciting as a kick to the seat of the pants.
You sure are sore all the time. You're not still going on about that killer that got away, are you?
Some bad egg in a cheap Halloween costume tries to cut me down and you think I'm just gonna forget about it?
The police are taking care of it, Jack. You're just going to get in the way. I don't want to see you get hurt again. How's your stomach feeling? Does it hurt?
Not as bad as the headache that you're giving me.
Well, I'm sorry, Jack. Forgive me for caring about you.
Hey, Grace? Take out that trash, will you?
That's the last of it, Mr. Haggerty. Shouldn't have any trouble in this end of town. It's pretty quiet here.
Thanks for the help, fellas. How about you, take a swig for your long drive home?
Hey, don't mind if I do.
Whoa, whoa, hey, pal. That's the good stuff.
Well, you clearly have a thirst that I can't compete with, especially at 10:30 in the morning.
No better time to put some hair on your chest.
Well, come on. Let's go.
Jack, you have a call?
Is it abroad?
No.
Good, I'll take it. Hey, Grace?
Yes, Jack.
About before. Forgot to take out that trash. Jack Haggerty, private investigator. Who is this?
Is this Jack Haggerty?
Did I stutter when I picked up?
Meet me at Willis Park, 12:30.
Give me one good reason. Earl. My brother Earl's been missing for years. Looks like I've got a new case.
Where are you going, Haggerty?
Inspector Hoffman. Throw any other honest men off the force lately?
Listen, you drunkard. There's not an honest bone in your body. The police force is better off without having you around.
You sure it has nothing to do with me and Mrs. Hoffman taking a roll in the hay?
You got a lot of nerve, Haggerty. You know, bodies have been showing up since you moved to this part of town. now that I think about it, your brother's gone missing.
Maybe he's a victim.
Maybe he's a victim. Or maybe he's the Spectre.
Look, Hoffman, if you're gonna arrest me, then go ahead. Could use a clean bed and a hot meal.
I'm not gonna waste my time. But I've got my eye on you, Jack.
Hey, Hoffman, how's the missus?
Haggerty!
Tell her I said hello.
Jack, in public?
I had no clue who this dope fiend was, but I've seen better looking hair on a poodle caught in a hurricane.
I'm Einstein. Albert Einstein. I was told you could be of great help to me.
Look, pal, I'm not interested in helping you show your dingus to unsuspecting ladies. At least not when I'm this sober.
I trusted your brother's opinion, but you're nothing but a drunk.
You've spoken with Earl?
He sent me for your help.
What's your angle, codger?
I'm in grave danger. We need to go somewhere private.
All right. I know a quiet place where we can go.
I like to see you try!
You, old man. You are the greatest old man I've ever known. You know that? My best friend. I love you.
How you doing, Jack? Your friend with the cookie duster left that for you about an hour ago. Cheers. All right, I'm coming.
Got this for me?
Jack, your brother and I were partners on a top-secret project for the armed forces. Rumors started flying that the Nazis were building something big, a war machine. It was almost complete, but they were missing one key component, a meconium crystal. The only one left in existence is in the possession of a Soviet scientist. I used to have it, but I passed it along to a colleague of mine, Dr. Ivan Shvedsky. After this exchange, soon came the murders. I received a letter from the killer, and fearing for my own life, I sought your help. However, I cannot remain in public. Shvedsky plans on unveiling a device this Saturday at the Eastern Science Conference. Your brother will be there to keep an eye on Shvedsky. Enclosed are 2 passes to the event. You must stop the killer before he strikes again.
Not bad for an old man, but I've read a few Hardy Boys books myself and I know when something stinks. Ugh. Father Time was telling the truth. Looks like it's time to dust off my dancing shoes.
Old Man Winter checked himself into some cheap hotel and pulled some strings to get me into the gala. It was a pretty fancy soiree with a nice spread. Just a bunch of eggheads with too much time and money on their hands, if you ask me. A lot of $2 words were being tossed around. I was more interested in the free drinks.
I needed to find my brother. I hope I could get to this commie geek in the crystal before the Spectre could.
Haggerty, you booze hound, what are you doing here? Aren't you a little too ragtag for this shindig?
Hey Hoffman, why don't you watch your mouth in front of the lady?
Oh, so she's with you. Whose wife might this be?
She's nobody's wife. She probably never will be. I mean, look at her.
Excuse me. I need to use the ladies' room.
Nice, Jack. Real classy. Haggerty, you better not try anything funny. You get me?
Oh, yes, sir.
My brother Earl. I thought him dead for almost 3 years now. The geezer's story is starting to hold up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Ivan Shvinsky.
The device cloaked before you is as revolutionary as the wheel. Since the dawn of man, Earth has been plagued by conflict. The quest for land, the quest for power has left wives without husbands. Man's own indifference to his fellow man has left children to grow up without fathers. But these days are behind us. You are all part of a historic event. Ladies and gentlemen, the device before you, powered by one single merconium crystal, is the ultimate weapon against war. I present to you a device that will single-handedly bring about world peace. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you...
Haggerty? Stop him! Stop that man! The crystal is gone!
Grace, you alright? Get somewhere safe.
Sorry, sir, this is an entrance. Okay. Oh dear.
Haggerty! I know it was you, you tosspot!
Step aside, boys. I'm on the case.
Say, what's the big idea here?
Yeah, what gives?
It's an order, officers.
The old man was as smart as he said he was. Hopefully he left town. At his age, his number was going to be up soon anyway. Grace was nowhere to be found, but the trash was. It was a nice change. Quiet for once. Ah, who am I kidding? I hope the poor girl was safe. I wasn't expecting anyone for dinner.
Hello, Jack.
Give me one good reason why I shouldn't pull this trigger.
You already did that once. Shooting a girl twice isn't in your nature.
You don't know me that well, doll. What are you doing here?
Your brother has a merconium crystal. I figure you knew where he is.
If I knew where my brother was or where that crystal was, why would I come here?
You're bluffing, Jack.
Maybe I am. Why are you so interested in the crystal anyway? You don't strike me as a science type.
Come on, Jack. Don't you know how much the Germans are willing to spend on that crystal? It's a lot, even divided by 2.
The broad might be onto something. I'm 2 steps shy of the slammer, and my closest friends are at the bottom of a glass.
Evening, Inspector.
What are you nitwits doing out here? Thought I told you to watch Haggerty's office.
Don't worry, Inspector. There's a detective up there right now.
Call for backup.
Even if I do help you, how do you suppose we're going to find the crystal? Once we find the crystal, how do you suppose we're going to get it to Germany? Casing for it's the size of an icebox. We'd have to charter a plane just to get it there. My God, the pier.
Haggerty! I know you're in there. Come out with your mitts to the sky.
Go, Jack. I'll stall.
I don't even kid.
What is it, Jack?
I forgot something.
Haggerty! You have till the count of 3 and then we'll shoot our way in. 1, 2, 3! Tell me where Jack went.
It looks like I've got a lot of dainties to sort through to find this crystal. I'd about had it with this case, and I wanted nothing more than to seal this thing up. Between missing crystals, madmen, Nazis, and my brother, I had a feeling in my gut that the flapdoodles were about to hit the whirligig.
Earl! The jig is up, Earl. Hand over the crystal.
The Spectre has it, you fool. Put the gun down.
The Spectre, Earl? How long did it take you to draft that moniker?
I'm not the Spectre, you drunk.
Then why are you here? Fancy a cruise on the German's dime?
Jack, keep your voice down. I followed the Spectre here from the gala. How did you find your way down to the docks? There's not a bar for miles.
This ship is clearly the best way to transport the crystal back to Germany, but I guess you already knew that.
My God, Jack, it's a miracle. You stayed sober long enough to follow a clue.
Hey, what are you two doing?
Baby Ruth's mom swings harder than you. Oh, nice breeze.
Somebody get a light on him! Get out of the way! Prepare to die! Hands up, Spectre! We have you surrounded!
Jack, are you all right?
I will be when I get my gun back.
Get Haggerty a gun. What's wrong about you, Jack? You were a decent cop. You must be some kind of detective to have led us to the Spectre's hideout.
Let's finish this.
Haggerty!
Give it up, Haggerty! You'll never take me alive!
That's the idea.
I'm sorry that you pushed me this far, Jack. We really could have been partners.
Grace?
I'm sorry. I was going to play you. But I fell for you. I really fell for you. Just think about the way things could have been.
I never promised you no rose garden.
A dame. But doesn't that beat all? When are you gonna learn, Jack?
Caught this one poking around outside.
Inspector Hoffman, arrest that woman immediately.
Jack! Why?
Sorry, kid. You've played me for a fool for the last time. Well, maybe one last time. Get out of my sight.
Great to be back together. I've chased that crystal to the ends of the earth.
I just hope the goofy old wingnut can salvage the Russians' peace doohickey.
So tell me, Jack, why did you turn down Inspector Hoffman's offer to join the force?
Well, Earl, nothing stronger than the bond of a family.
Jack, where are you going?
going to pay a visit to Mrs. Hoffman.
Thank you so much for joining us, man. We appreciate it.
No problem. What's going on?
Oh, just hanging out here watching like dozens of student films from years ago, usual.
Cool.
The only trilogy we got to watch when we were reviewing these student films was Hard-Boiled Haggerty parts.
Oh boy. Sorry.
I also can't stand it when I come into work and some guys in my office with the intent of putting a bullet in me.
I'm a big fan of, like noir films like The Big Sleep, To Have and Have Not. So that clearly was an influence on what you were doing, even down to like the typeface.
Yeah, the first one we did totally for fun. We were just bored and we kept shooting these stupid trailers for movies that were never going to be made. And we're like, let's just do this silly thing. And somehow it did really well at the film festival. And then the second one did really well the next year. And then that third one ended up being like this summer workshop project that year. And I graduated, so it was like, oh, cool, I get to do another thing before I'm set off into the real world. For me, looking back, it's like, well, I wrote the character, I was in it, but we should have casted a 45-year-old has-been-looking person to play the character. It should have. There's stuff in hindsight. It's like, we should have done this. We should have. I'm glad people liked him, but it was like, in the grand scheme, why were we trying to hold true to this so badly?
What's interesting about A Call to Arms, John, is that you have an array of performers.
Yeah.
There's so many actors, they're committed, and it looks like you have a serious production here. And I know Saul was around, he probably gave you some advice. What was it like doing that massive production with locations, ensemble cast?
Call to Arms was the senior project. There was another project the year before that was a bunch of locations, a lot of crew, and we had all worked on that. And I think with all of those projects, it was like, okay, what haven't we done? What do we not want to do? And like, where can we put this in terms of a school project?
Can I help you, gentlemen?
Mrs. Brett, we're terribly sorry for the inconvenience.
The house at the beginning of that movie is actually over in Huntington. So I just remember leaving a letter in this guy's mailbox, like, this is perfect for what I need. Like, give me a call, and he did. But I just remember one of the struggles we had, it was like Christmas Day, we're on winter break, and the main actor sends me a message, hey, I'm moving to LA January 1st.
Stop. There.
And he never told me that. So we weren't coming back to finish his scenes until after the new year. So I like call my buddy Charlie up and I'm like, yo, we got to go shoot the end of this movie like tomorrow.
Yeah, there were moments also in the series where
you had guns, and I think there were some railroad tracks involved. Yeah, it's definitely pretty challenging to get some of those things done safely on a student level production. Can you speak to how you pulled those off?
Yeah, the railroad track, we looked at train times and found one track that said, here's a train at 6 a.m. and here's one at 5 p.m. So I like laid down, I was like, you're going to help me if something happens, right? Like we're going to... Some of those locations, like the docks in the third Haggerty movie, we drove around, went to all the fishing piers around Long Island that we could think of, just started asking boat companies if they could help us out. Same thing. I mean, it was just grinding it out till someone said yes. You know, we had this idea, one of the bad guys swings away on a crane, and we talked to the owner. We're like, how do we do this? I mean, this poor kid, he was like safety chained like 4 different places onto that wire. So like, God forbid something happened. We're like, okay, he's at least going to be on this thing. But it was all like literally stuff like we have never tackled or thought about. I work as a camera assistant now, and in the real world is like there's a department kind of for everything, and there's someone dealing with all of that stuff. In hindsight, yeah, some of it wasn't the smartest thing, and some of it was like I have to take this risk to do what we want to do. I don't recommend doing any of that, by the way, but that's
yeah, especially in light of some history that's happened since then.
Yeah, I mean, there was just, you know, we didn't know better and we were young, and you know, some other things, like you said, have happened since, and it's the hindsight part again is like we shouldn't have done some of those things, but it was fun to do. I'm not gonna lie. We had a good time doing it.
I'm telling you, man, people can get a lot closer to fireworks when they go off than they are led to believe.
Really?
Yeah. What was your name again?
Fonville. Jim Fonville.
Right, yeah, you work at that museum, right?
Yeah, man, over on 16th.
Yeah, you must be pretty smart to work at a museum.
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, fuck yeah. Yeah, I'm a smart dude. I am. I'm a smart dude.
Yeah, to being smart.
To being me.
Oh, good morning. Rise and shine.
What the fuck? What's going on?
Not much, just, you know, trying to recover from that crazy party last night. Remember?
Vaguely, but how the hell did I get here?
Oh, I roofied you.
Hey, man, have another beer.
You what? Why would you do that? Why is that a thing you would do? Are you like a date rapist? Did you date rape me? Did you date rape me? You date rape me?
No. I mean, technically we weren't on a date, so I don't think it could qualify as date rape. Plus, I definitely did not rape you.
Hey, sweetie, where should I put these?
Oh, just upstairs is fine.
Who's that? Who was that?
It's my friend. She does my laundry. I roofied her, too.
So she's like your prisoner? This friend is a strong word if you roofie someone and you make them stay in like your house for a while.
No, she just knows how to do laundry, and I don't, so I roofied her, and now she does my laundry. It's great.
He's learning. I'm gonna do the whites, okay?
Thank you, honey. She's the best.
Hey, Ryan, your eggs are almost done.
Ooh.
Who's that? What's that guy? Who's that guy?
That's Rich. He makes breakfast. How do you like your eggs?
So is he like your partner, like your date rape partner?
No, man, he just makes breakfast.
No way, man. No way. You're like, he's clearly the muscles, and you're clearly the brains. There's just no way that's the reverse. Like, look at that dude, and look at you. Like, he's a fucking mountain, and you're just like a string beat. It's fucking, there's no way. That never happened. You're full of shit.
Roofies, man. I got a system.
Try this. It's very relaxing.
Who the fuck are you?
I'm Melissa.
What's going on? What's happening?
He roofied me.
And she makes a great tea. And I love tea, but unfortunately don't know how to make it, so she makes my tea for me. It's great. She has this awesome steeping technique. It's like, whoop, whoop. She does a twist. I don't know. I can't do it. She's great, though.
So you just like roofie all these people, and you keep them here as like your slaves to do your chores, like your roofie slaves? Oh, no. No, 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 no.
Come on, I'm not a monster. That's my younger sister. I'm not gonna roofie my baby sister, you freaking weirdo. I did roofie her dad, though.
What's up?
I didn't have a dad. I don't have a dad. Jim, let me explain. See, I go to parties and other social functions and I meet people who have skills that I don't, and I roofie them. Need laundry done? Roofies. Need breakfast made? Roofies. Need my dog walked? Roofies. Piano lessons? Roofies. Chimney swept? Roofies. Personal training? Roofies. Even if I need a new dad? Roofies. You see, I'm not good at making small talk or meeting people. So I put roofies in their body and then they learn to like me. They've really become a big part of my life. You know, now we're just one big happy roofie family.
Yeah, you know, at first it was a little bit creepy being roofied and all, but once you get to know Ryan, he's a really interesting guy.
He's just a guy that needed a little help and compassion.
We've all been there.
Yeah, it's really nice having friends like Ryan.
So you guys are you're just like friends. Like, he roofied you and like that was weird, but then like you got over it and now you're just like a roofie family, like you're cool with it?
It's not that complicated.
That's almost beautiful. I can get behind that. It's, you know, families are important. I mean, like, nothing sexual, so I guess it's not that weird.
Oh no. He's gonna fuck you.
Good game tonight, man.
I feel like I've seen so much of Kevin and Tom over the last few days watching all these movies. I feel like I know you guys like on a level that I clearly have never met you both, so this is pretty weird seeing you now.
I'd like to believe that I'm not like most of the characters in any of Merc's movies.
To being me.
I am exactly like most of them.
Well, I roofied you.
Well, first of all, whose choice was it, Merc? I'm assuming it was yours, to start off with, as I mentioned, I'm a big music person, that Bee Gees song, which is like such a great prior to disco Bee Gees song. I've got to get a message to you.
Convenience is kind of based on my experience working retail and just like those weird customers that'll come in right before you're about to close.
Fuck.
That song actually played at the store. It was Tuesday morning. It played there like every night. So I was like, that's going in the movie.
How did y'all pull off the pee?
That's a bottle of Gatorade, yellow Gatorade, the one that you can like squeeze. So Melissa's just holding it and squeezing it.
That is a lot of pee.
Melissa, I really like your performance Inconvenience. How did they approach you, and what was it like working on it?
Thank you. That was actually my first student film at Five Towns. I didn't know any of them yet, and actually Phil just found me from an acting class and asked me to be in a film, and I had no idea what it was about. I was very surprised when I got there.
Can I help you with something?
Kevin, I like how you play the straight man in a lot of these films. What's it like when you're doing takes? Do you ever feel like you're about to crack up?
Yeah, I mean, it's always fun to play the person that is like reacting off of these really weird and crazy situations.
Okay. Can you just unlock your doors?
It depends on if I make it through the take without cracking up, or if I make it through the take remembering all my lines.
Merc, firstly, how do you get away with being such a pervert?
I remember having a lot of doubts about that film all throughout. Like, I remember giving the script to Kevin, and I know this is like a weird script, like, you want to do it? And then actually sitting with him in the Mac lab when I had the finished edit, and I showed it to him, and I was like, dude, is this like funny, or is this just like weird, and people are going to think I'm a weirdo now?
This is fun, okay? It's fun.
But I think, like, I mean, I remember when you first told me about it, and I was like, yeah, this is weird, but like, let's figure out how to make a weird thing funny. And I just felt like you wanted to do something, and if you wanted to do it that bad, we should like support it. And if it meant us kissing, then you just gotta do that. You gotta support your friends.
You gotta kiss your friends, man.
Yeah, you gotta kiss your friends.
Hey, Merc, how was your approach different to Blind Date? Because, I mean, obviously it's significantly longer than the other ones. I mean, it's a 40-minute film as opposed to like a 7-minute film. So how different was the approach to that being the length of the film?
Blind Date, I actually, I had intended to make it as my junior film. That year, we were doing everyone else's senior thesis. And when we got to like, I think mid-April, I was like, all right, I'm going to do it as my senior because there's no way we're getting this done in time. I actually had the whole summer to like really work on the script more and figure out the locations and just get all the planning where it needed to be.
Well, Hurricane Sandy also happened in the middle of that shoot.
Yeah, that's right. The Sandy storm happened. Was it the last week we were shooting? It was like we were almost done.
We had to do the Northport exterior stuff, and that was trying because Northport was underwater for a while.
And I remember being nervous if I had enough gas to get to each location because there was no gas.
That's right, the gas line. Yeah, it was trying.
What's going on? What's happening?
Can y'all talk about what it's like participating in one of these timed challenges, the 48?
So Making Friends was our fourth time not sleeping for 2 days straight and trying to make something. It started out as just like a cool thing to do. Then it forced us to make something every year. I don't think organically I would have ever come up with any of the projects we made for the 48 hour.
Now, was the school running that 72-hour competition when y'all were there, or?
It was inspired by us doing that competition.
Yeah, that was actually Charlie and Phil, because we did the 2012, I think, New York 48 hour. Charlie and Phil just like loved that idea so much that they brought it back to the school.
Why would you do that? Why is that a thing you would do?
I personally think that every time we did a 40-hour film festival, it made us stronger as like a film unit. And I think that's why we get along so well and we trust our ideas so much and we're like just really connected. With so many people, we were all involved, like we got to bring this all together because that's the experience that students should really be getting is like finding the crew and finding the people to make movies because it's a lot of work.
One thing that it definitely helped us do, Charlie mentioned, was learning how to work together. And I think every year we learned how to work together even better. Yeah. Like we were already pretty lucky, like our group of friends, we don't have big egos, like we're all very friendly with each other to begin with, but there's always a little bit of tension. It's unavoidable when you have multiple people trying to write a script. And these definitely helped us come together and figure out good ways to really work on our ideas and improve them and combine them together.
Roofies, man. I got a system.
Hey, when we first met, you know, like at the party, you still never told me your story. I feel like I barely cracked your shell that night.
You don't want to know my story.
God.
Oh my god, you've been checking that thing all night. Nobody important is trying to contact you right now. Hey. Do you want to go on an adventure? Just like fill up the tank and just go.
It's my first time here, babe. Alright, you lead the way. I'm down.
Let's go.
Hey, you guys see who's here tonight?
Fuck, who wasn't here tonight?
Tell you who was. Conroy Cockins.
You're fucking kidding me. Jeremy Cockins' brother? Whew. Big shot, huh?
I mean, I knew we were rich. I didn't know we were that rich.
And the dude's making bank. I mean, what do you want me to do?
Hey, would either of you guys have pictured any of this 5 years ago?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Exactly what I said. I mean, would you have pictured this 5 fucking years ago? Alright, because 5 fucking years ago, I was working in a grocery store, alright? Goddamn supermarket. And now I'm partying with Conroy was it Cottons or Cockins?
Cockins.
Cockins. Conroy motherfucking Cockins.
Yeah, Natalie, where do you live again? I have no idea where the fuck I'm going.
Oh, I'm gonna go to Lucas's house. Right, Luke?
Yeah, sure. Bring us back to my place. No problem. I'm sorry, it's gonna be a problem. With the information you've given me and the records on your insurance, I really don't think I can help you. Alright, well, with the way your plan is set up, we could make you eligible for a great, great deal. Alright, one that should definitely cover you and your family. And the best part, I think I can get you set up today if you're interested. Well, with these records, the best deal is going to be trying to find some sort of possible medium here. I mean, there's not a lot of money, but there's a lot of contacts. I really hate to say this to such a pleasant person as yourself, but simply stated, sir, your insurance will not cover this surgery. My hands are tied.
Lucas!
What the fuck is up,
God,
bro?
how are you?
Dude, this fucking party is wild, dude.
I know. Well, I wasn't expecting it to get this wild. All right.
Fucking. It's my friend Natalie, by the way. Just want to introduce you.
Hi, I'm Natalie. The name's Natalie. The name's Natalie.
Oh, Lucas. I'm Lucas. It's amazing. It's everything's happening all at once, you know, and it's all going so fast. I mean, you didn't even tell me your story.
My story? You don't want to know my story.
Well, why not?
Because you just don't want to.
Come on, Natalie. A beautiful girl like you, there's got to be some story. I feel a real connection with you, all right? And I'm not just saying that. I think we could really go places. You know?
I want to know your story.
You can know my story. Natalie, have you seen my phone?
Oh my god, you've been checking that thing all night. Nobody important is trying to contact you right now.
Babe, have you seen any of my... Babe? Have you seen... Natalie! Simply stated, sir, your insurance will not cover this surgery. My hands are tied.
There's nothing you can do for me? I'm dying. I have a family.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm just trying to follow procedure. It's amazing. Everything's coming together all at once. You know, and I mean, I feel like it's moving so fast. You didn't even tell me your story.
You don't want to know my story.
Well, why not?
Just trust me. You don't want to know.
Oh, come on, Natalie. Everybody has a beautiful girl like you. I mean, there's got to be some story. I'm sorry. I feel a big connection with you. And
I want to know your story.
I think things can go really. I think we can really go places.
I want to know your story.
You can know my story.
You could be happy, I hope you are. You made me happier than I'd been by far. And somehow everything I own smells of you. And for the tiniest moment, it's all not true. Do the things that you always wanted to. Without me there to hold you back, don't think, just do. More than anything I want to see you, girl. Take a glorious bite out of the whole world.
Excuse me, waiter. I'd like another drink, please. Apparently, the groom from the wedding downstairs is a little chicken shit and is totally fine with leaving his whole family waiting for him. Oh, Billy, I didn't see you there.
This is what I'm supposed to be doing, right?
I can't tell you what you're supposed to be doing. You know that. You love her, right?
Of course.
What are you doing up here?
I need more time. I mean, once I go out there, that's it. It's just me and her for the rest of forever. And I don't know, when I think of that, I get scared.
What the hell are you scared of, man? You got a beautiful girl down there waiting to spend the rest of her life with you. I mean, for God's sake, she's the girl of my dreams, and, you know, you're just too scared.
I know it's stupid, but... Wait, could you just repeat that last part?
Which part? You're too scared.
The part about my fiance being the girl of your dreams? What is that about?
What I meant was, like, you know, like my dreams are your dreams. Like, our dreams are the same dreams.
What the fuck does that even mean? Hank, are you in love with my fiance?
No. You crazy? Like, am I in love with your fiance? I mean, like, not anymore, I'm not.
Are you serious? How could you tell me this? I'm supposed to go out and marry her, and you're confessing that she's the girl you're... What?
Listen, you know, remember that bar I really wanted to go to? And I said, like, oh, come on, you know, Billy, come with me. And you were like, yeah, sure, you know, I wanted to go there because I knew that's where she liked to hang out. I was having a good time, you know, me and you were shooting shit, you know, and she was over there, and I seen you walk over, and I thought you were putting a good word in for me, but you guys are getting married.
How did you even know her?
A friend?
How could you not have said anything, though? I mean, your best friend has fallen in love with the girl of your dreams right in front of you, and you don't... I don't know how to feel about this.
Don't worry about me, bud. I got a great gal waiting for me downstairs.
I mean, that's good, right? You're meeting new people. It's healthy. Right? It's gotta be healthy.
You know, I'm hopping on that old horse of love, and I'm riding her till dawn.
So what's this horse's name?
Nancy.
Good one. That's funny. Very funny.
What's funny?
My mom's name's Nancy. That's... You know that. That's why you said... We were just at the... Dude, no way.
sorry.
Are you serious? How could you bring my mother as your date to my own wedding?
Actually, she brought me.
Oh my god. Where's my father? Why is she not with him?
Well, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but their marriage isn't doing so hot.
What do you mean? I just spoke to them. They seem fine.
Well, you know, Mom kind of found out about your dad's drug issues.
My dad's on drugs?
No. He's just selling.
Oh my god.
This is the fucking worst day ever.
It's not that bad. I mean, where do you think we used to get all that E from?
I've never done ecstasy.
What the hell did I do all that E with then?
Look, this is exactly why I'm out here.
Why? You want to do some ecstasy? Because I got some.
No, because of this feeling. I mean, marriage doesn't work. One of us could just start doing drugs one day and that'd be it. It'd all be over.
You don't have to worry about that. She doesn't do drugs anymore.
I know she doesn't do drugs anymore. Wait, what do you mean anymore?
Like, you know, how do you think I met her? You know, like she used to get drugs from her dad.
I really wish you would just start lying to me at this point.
Really?
No, man. I can't believe I was about to marry a girl who used to buy drugs for my dad.
Well, not bought, you know. She never really had to pay for them. I mean, you really don't think your mom's gonna leave your dad just because he's slinging some ecstasy?
Dude, just get out. Please just leave. Just leave.
Alright. You do get what I meant, though, that your fiance used to have sex with your dad for drugs?
You are just making this worse. Please just go.
I'm sure you caught on. You're coming down there, though, right? Because everybody's kind of waiting for you. I'll let them know you're going to be a few minutes. Alright. Hey, I'll see you down there. Dun, 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 dun.
This day sucks.
I get a shot of vodka? Yeah, hi, it's me. I don't really know what I'm doing here. I don't see why you couldn't just come to my place. Why you always have to play these sort of games with me.
Mary. Mary Lambert.
No, sorry.
Beth. From Smithton Elementary School? You have to remember.
Never heard of it. Sorry, I think you have me confused with somebody else.
Can I be fired about something?
Can I please get a gin and tonic?
Hello? This is crazy. You have to remember me.
Look, I already said I don't. Now let go of me. Yeah, hi.
Hey, I'm still at the office. Just give me another hour.
I've already given you more than enough time.
Why can't you be a little bit more understanding?
Understanding? She's back in the picture for reasons I don't know, and I'm the one not being understanding. Look, I can't do this anymore. I don't deserve to be treated this way. Hello? Hello?
You're all nice and
Please, please help. Please, I won't tell anybody. Please just let me go. I won't go to the police, I promise. I don't even know where I am. Please, I didn't do anything. Please just let me go. Please. What the hell are you doing? Let go of me! Let go! Fuck you. Please help me. I just want to go home. I just want to go home. Where are you going? Don't leave me in here. Please, please, don't leave me in here. Who's there? What the fuck is going on? Who are you? I don't know who you are. Just let me go. Fuck you. Let go of me. Let go. What is that? I don't want it. I don't want it.
Nurse, I need you in here. knife? Fuck it. We still need you. You're healing quite nicely. I promise these ones will work out this time.
What's up, Brad?
What's going on, man? The good looks on that ice pipe, bro. Rise and chill. You feeling vicious today?
Yeah.
How business, man?
Business is always shitty, dude.
I just want the tribal shit right here, bro.
Something like, exotic.
I would like a beaver with jelly bean teeth.
Swag? Swag? Hijo de puta, man. Yo no sabes.
No, pero dile, dile.
We want a portrait of Steven Seagal on our backs. I want the right side. I want the right side. Fuck you. He wants a tattoo of a girl's pussy on his tongue.
Yeah. Eso mismo. Exacto. I want a tattoo of her name right here.
I want a tattoo of his name right here.
See this shit right here? Wolf Mantis. I do this. That's why it looks so good.
I want a dragon that twists around a decaying earth, that's breathing fire, that forms into the twisted faces of burning men.
Wait, what?
I said, I want a heart that says mom on it.
But I can't complain. All these stupid unoriginal tattoos pay the bills at least.
Yo, boy. He's here.
I can't help to notice that you have a crocodile.
It's an alligator.
Yeah, but isn't that illegal? I'm sorry, I'm being rude. My name's Alan. Alan Smith.
Bart. So I can't help but notice your shitty car over there.
Oh, that car? I've had that since I was in high school. It's a bit rusty, but I love it. Hey, I noticed you got a lot of tattoos. You should come check out my place.
Are you joking? You're not even inked.
Well, I was blessed with the gift of art, but I like to stay the way God made me.
Look, buddy, I run the tattoo business here, so why don't you make like a tree and fuck off?
Well, all the payments are...
What part of fuck off didn't you get, faggot?
Douchebag! What the fuck is wrong with that guy?
He specializes in tattoos of unicorns. A guy's asses.
My God. Marijuana? Hello? Police? I'm outside Fantasia and there's this guy Bart smoking the devil's lettuce.
I gotta go work on Wolf Mantis. I'll see you later, dude.
Detective Martinez, how's the wife doing? She sick of you yet?
Mr. Sellers, how are things in the world of filth? Tired of tattooing all the coked up broads and eggheads in this town yet? Come on, you know the routine. Hands against the wall. Listen, I don't want to be here, neither do you. But they keep telling me I got to go out on the streets and get some work done. And what is it I get to go out and do? Answer calls, some dickheads out in public. Well, what do we got here, Bart? Gonna smoke all this yourself?
Come on, man. I wasn't gonna sell it.
Sure you weren't. Sure, a tattoo store's a great front for this also.
Yeah.
What do you know about this Alan Smith guy?
I don't know shit about him. Why do you care?
I wouldn't worry about that. I worry whether or not he's gonna put you out of business. I think I'm gonna take this home with me. Have a nice day, asshole.
Motherfucker.
We should fuck with this Allen guy tomorrow.
Because he called the cops on us?
And he's been taking my business.
But you hate doing those shitty tattoos anyway.
Yeah, but I still gotta pay rent. He's been taking all these pussies that want lame bullshit ink. He's been advertising it in the paper. Are you serious? Dude, who does that? I got one guy come in the last 2 days and he was fucking short $100.
So, what did you do?
I let him go. But only if I could tattoo Fuck Smith tattoos on his stomach.
And the dude let you do it?
Ben Franklin is one convincing motherfucker.
You know, Alan, when your father was still alive, he had a problem with the new neighbors across the street, too. And he solved it in a very civil manner.
I don't know, Ma. It's just this guy. He called me a fanoik.
Oh, my.
I drove by his store yesterday, and he was smoking marijuana with those other deviants. I called the cops, and they didn't even do anything.
You know, your father gave this to me when we were kids. I read it every day.
I know, Ma.
In this book, Jesus says to love thy neighbor. So why don't you give him another chance? I'm sure you can get along.
Ma, where's the milk?
I used it for the cookies.
What good are the cookies without the milk? I'm gonna go out and get some milk, Ma.
Okay, don't be long, dearie. Whoa, baby.
All right, he's home. Let's go scare the shit out of that clean-cut, tucked-in shirt-wearing, straight-laced, stick-up-his-ass, Jesus-loving little bitch mama's boy right now.
That faggot probably takes showers and shit.
What?
Never mind. How do we know he's home?
His car's right there, dick.
Come out, Mr. Smith. This is the police. We have you surrounded. We know you're selling marijuana.
Shit.
Come out with your hands up or we'll shoot. You're a corny faggot and we hate you. Come out now. Playtime's over, faggot. Get out here. You're ruining the neighborhood. I know you're selling drugs. Selling black tar heroin is illegal. I hate your shirt. Your haircut's corny. You're a faggot. Your mom smells. Your house stinks.
Hey, dude. I know I've been a dick, but I'm sorry about your mom. What happened?
They found her in the bathroom. She had a heart attack. They don't know why. Hey, Bart. I saw someone come into my store today with F. Smith tattoos across their stomach. Do you know anything about that?
No. Man, who would do that? They'd have to be a dick. Look, all past grudges aside, I really am sorry.
Thanks, man. Thanks a lot. Just a little note of thanks, the warmest ever sent, to tell you just how much your thoughtfulness has meant. Bart, why can't we be friends? Hello?
I can't believe this grandma died. Because she told me the bacon.
Mother. Those creeps!
Wait, did you just hear somebody in here? Dude, who cares?
Yeah, you like that? It's arsenic, you motherfucker. Who's the faggot then? Hey, dude. I know you've been a dick, but I'm sorry about your alligator. What happened?
I don't know. He just died. I think he was poisoned.
Man, who would do that? They'd have to be a dick.
What the fuck?
Oh shit, really? Well, that works. Where'd you learn that?
I've been around.
Holy shit, I love you.
Yo, dude. Blair's. Dude, how the fuck are we getting home now? We're fucking long walk.
Fuck this asshole, dude.
Dude, there's a campfire on his car right now.
Smith. Wow. Someone must really hate you.
Really, sir, I don't know what happened. I just... You know what? I bet it was that...
And I bet you're gonna collect insurance on this. And your mom, too. She just died, right?
Yeah? So what?
Cool it down, hotshot. You own this tattoo store, right? I'm just saying. I heard it ain't doing all that well.
Gonna go to the place that's the best. When I lay
sorry I won't be there to raise our kid. I'll send you money from the Slammer. Love your husband, Arnold. Then who are... Betty, rock on. Keep buying our albums. Love, Tommy Greenbaum and Donadelics. Mom, you too? Well, why not? No. Yeah.
Rose, I know this is a long shot, but did you take much acid during the 60s?
God, he's so crazy. Oh.
Is Rose an
Legal counsel to your late Uncle Hinglebutter.
Oh, we've been waiting for you to get in.
I brought it.
Him, did you hear that, girl? Did he look anything like me?
Judge for yourself. Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Come on. Come on. Huh?
Well, maybe just a little around the eyes.
What in hell is going on here? This is baby. 5 times blue ribbon winner at the Minnesota State Fair. This sweet little thing was your uncle's pride and joy.
Oh, my God, that's the cutest baby I've
I
ever
see.
seen.
I know what to do, Ma.
Where are you guys going?
Steve's house to watch Soul Plane.
Again, dude? How many fucking times have you seen that?
Dude, I have no fucking idea.
All right. See you later.
Are you high? Don't move or I'll shoot.
No, you won't.
Yes, I will.
I don't think so.
I'll do it.
No, you won't, pussy.
Motherfucker, you blew up my car.
You killed my fucking alligator.
You killed my mother.
You weren't supposed to know about that.
I'll fucking kill you.
You're fucking crazy, bro.
Alex Smith, drop the weapon. Put your hands up. Put your hands up. I've been waiting, Alan. Waiting for you to make the wrong move. Give me your hands. A gun, Alan? Really? A gun? You're under arrest, Alan. What for? What for? Let me think about that. Assault, attempted murder, and arson, Alan. Come on, Alan. Let's get you back to the station. I might have some prime time with the wife still.
But he blew up my car. He killed my mother.
Shut up. And he sold your pot, too. Tell it to the judge. Watch your head. Pleasure doing business with you.
Dude, what the fuck just happened?
Yo, boy. Here.
Hey, what's up, dude?
What's going on? I'm your new neighbor. I just moved in across the street.
Nice. I'm Bart. Bart Sellers.
Dave Moore.
Cool.
Is that an alligator?
That it is.
It's awesome. It's got a name?
Sir Bon Scott.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Some nice legwork you got there.
Oh, thanks, dude. Your arm looks pretty sick, too. I like the colors.
Thanks, man.
You know, I got my own tattoo shop. You should come in one day, man. I'll hook you up.
Really? Mm-hmm. I was thinking about getting some more work done in this arm.
Come in.
Cool. You down for a smoke?
Yeah, dude. I think we're gonna get along a lot better than the last guy who lived here.
Nice.
Yo. Oh, yeah. All right.
Dude, thanks a lot for joining us. We really do appreciate your time. Seriously. Yeah, no problem. One thing I really liked personally, man, about Tomorrow Will Never Come was you really kind of hit the whole concept of how mundane life can be, like, pretty well. And it also seemed like you and pardon me if I'm reaching too much here, man, were you going through some kind of existential thing when you were writing it and putting it together?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I don't know if that ever, like, ended necessarily, but...
Does it ever really?
I think if you guys have Scum, the whole year was focused on making Scum. And then Tomorrow Will Never Come was my friend Chris Barrio, who was the camera assistant on everyone's project, needed a senior project, but we wouldn't count like his working on everyone else's project as being his project. So he like produced the film that I came up with a script for, and we kind of just like shotgun made this film. I took that blog and then I adapted it into a script format where I added that scene that sort of bookends it and makes it whole at the end.
If they can't appreciate everything, they refuse to appreciate anything. But you.
We shot it like immediately. We got the film developed, and then once we had the film developed, we edited the film within 48 hours of the deadline for the film festival. I think we handed it in to teachers who were judging the film festival entries, like while they were watching other films. That's like how late it got finished.
What the fuck?
You had a couple things going on there, man, between you blew up a car, you had a live alligator. There were some things, it was, as far as like some very serious moments that had to be, like a lot of care going into. You seem to have quite a few of those moments in that film.
The car we bought for I think a few $100s with the caveat, because it didn't work. It worked to the level that there's one scene where Alan drives it by in front of the store, and you could jerry-rig the car to run for 30 seconds, and then it would just break down. So they had to work on the engine to get it to move, just shoot that one scene. And other than that, it was just stationary, needing to be towed. So the guy sold Larry the car with the caveat that if he could be there when we blew it up. And then in terms of blowing it up, we were working with the East Meadow Fire Department, and that whole area is their training grounds. So they basically let us do it for free in exchange for donating the car to them to use as live practice for the firefighters.
Damn.
So that night, I think we had like 60 people on set. It was just like, in my memory, it was just like anyone who I'd ever known who had ever been involved with Five Towns ever. Just like heard through the grapevine there was going to be a car blowing up, and they just like showed up.
What about the alligators? Because you had 2 alligators. Because you had the like what I would call a teenager, and then a much smaller one too. Did you have? I'm assuming you had an animal handler there as well, right?
Yeah. It was this guy Eric Callender, who was like the reptile guy, who mostly dealt with the adult one. I think the baby one. Actually, I'm pretty sure. So the baby one in the end, the guy who's the actor, his name is Andrew Rosen. He actually ended up taking care of that alligator for years after. It was his pet alligator, which he named Bart after the character. And like I would see him posted on Facebook sometimes. Eventually, he had to give it up when it got too big. Did not keep a full-size alligator in his bathtub, but he had the small one with him for a while, which was cool to like see that sort of like legacy of like his little buddy.
Your film is really specific, Michael. That's one of the things I like about it is like all the characters are really fleshed out, and they're just like authentic, and it feels like you know them. And there was one scene in the store where all these folks are pitching their tattoo ideas, and I thought that was really well cast, and they were so specific to where you're like, oh my God, I feel like I've met someone like that. Like, I was just curious, like, what that writing process or, casting process was like.
Okay, so most of the people who were in the store were other Five Towns students, or people who had been in Five Towns projects. And then the other people who were there were just like randoms that we casted. Like there's the guy and the girl who's like,
I want a tattoo of her name right here.
I want a tattoo of his name right here.
All right, good, we'll move on. Get out of here.
Say when. When?
Can't believe we pulled it off.
That was almost too easy.
I love it when everything goes according to plan.
Hey, did you hear that the bank got... robbed? Where did you guys get all this money from?
Tim, listen,
Are those real guns?
Don't touch those.
Holy shit, you guys robbed the bank.
Good job putting 2 and 2 together, genius.
You guys robbed a bank with guns?
It's not like we hurt anybody. We just sort of waved him around a little bit. Tate?
No. Now you guys have all this money.
It's really not that much.
Well, most of those banks are insured anyway. So it's not like we even robbed regular people, just the executives.
Yeah, and those guys aren't gonna miss it. They blow all their money on fast cars and titties.
Dude, why? Because we're tired of those banks fucking up all the time. They keep all the money and the little guy gets screwed. Are you tired of your shitty job? I'm tired of your shitty job. That's how shitty your job is. I'm tired of it for you.
And we kind of watched Ocean's 11 a few days ago, and if those guys could pull it off, yeah.
I can't believe you guys.
You're not gonna squeal on us, are you?
No, I'm not gonna squeal on you. I don't care you robbed a stupid bank, you stupid head.
What's the problem, buddy?
Why didn't you guys invite me?
Go again with this.
Shut up, man. It's true. You guys don't include me in anything. It's bullshit.
Name one other thing we didn't include you in. Yeah! Guys, wait! Oh,
Hey, can you give me a ride? My mom's dead and she can't anymore, so...
I guess we haven't been the best roommates to you.
Would have messed up the whole dynamic duo thing we got going anyway. I thought you were going for Ocean's 11. Yes, so. There's 11 of them! Now you're just splitting hairs. Okay, check this out. Show me how cool I am. Can I be cool? Because the house always wins. You play long enough, you never change the stakes. The house takes you. But then, that perfect hand comes along. You bet big, and then you take the house. What was that? That was my George Clooney.
That was your Clooney?
Yeah, I felt like I rushed a little bit, but then... No, it was good. Look, I'm just saying that, you know, you guys don't include me in anything anymore. It's not really fair.
You're never around anymore. You're always at work or doing RPG. I don't know what that means.
Probably would have fucked the whole thing up anyway. What makes you say that?
You do scare pretty easy.
No, I don't.
Case and point.
Just relax.
No one was harmed during the robbery. Police are saying that the suspects may still be somewhere in the area. We are advising all citizens to remain indoors while the manhunt continues.
This is getting pretty bad. We gotta get out of here.
Didn't you just hear the news? They said to stay inside. They're talking about the two of us, you idiots.
Alright, you get your shit, I'll load up the car.
Alright. Oh, hey. Dude, I can help. I'll grab some shit.
I think it's best for you to just, you know, stay here.
Come on, Pete, I can help. Don't worry, you can help. On the next big heist. But you have to promise us that you won't go to the cops.
Tim, it's important that you stay here. You could run interference in case they show up. You'll have to send them on a wild goose chase. Tell them we went to Canada, maybe Alaska.
Alright, fine, but leave the money here. All of it.
Tim, come on, this is ridiculous.
He's bluffing. I'm not.
We're not leaving all of this money here.
Fine. Half. No. Alright, the little pie by your feet there. Let me get that. This is stupid. Just put the gun down!
Dude, what the fuck?
Holy shit, I really was bluffing. This thing was loaded?
Why wouldn't it be loaded? We just robbed a bank!
Oh my god, is he dead? No, dude, he looks okay.
He's gone.
I killed him?
Shit, the cops.
The cops?
This is why we exclude you.
Gotta get up, gotta get out, gotta get home before the morning comes. What if I'm late? Got a big day, gotta get home before the sun comes up. Up and away, got a big day, sorry can't stay. I gotta run, yeah. Gotta get home, pick up the phone, gotta let the people know I'm gonna be late. There was a time when we could dance until 9:45. We never thought it would end then. We never thought it would end. We used to carry on and drink and do the rock and roll. We never thought we'd get older. We never thought we'd grow cold. But now, gotta get up, gotta get out, gotta get home before the morning comes. What if I'm late? Got a big day, gotta get home before the sun comes up. Up and away, got a big day, sorry can't stay. I gotta run, yeah. Gotta get home, pick up the phone, gotta let the people know I'm gonna be late. because of you.
So we're going to be talking about 3 movies today: The Sally Situation, Mutual Affections, and Excluding a Maniac. With all you guys, and the first thing I'd like to talk about, if you don't mind, the use of Merc in Excluding a Maniac was magnificent.
I really enjoyed the whip pan sequence for y'all to show the variety of things that he's been left out of. Where did that come from?
I think in the beginning shot, I was like, yeah, we should do this in one take. Like, you know, we'll dolly in, we'll dolly back, we'll flip around. And everyone was like, Kev, you can't go 360 degrees. Like, we have to put the lights somewhere.
Police are saying that the suspects may still be somewhere in the area. We are advising all.
You guys chose to use that Harry Nilsson song. Whose decision was that?
That was mine. That was just a fun song that I had found that I figured would be a fun, fitting way to end the movie.
It was, man, because it's such like a poppy, like uppity thing for it to end the way it did. I just thought that I'm a huge fan of Harry Nilsson. And when that came on, I was like, God damn, that was smart. I didn't see it coming.
There was a time when we could dance until 9:45. We never thought it would end then.
So tell me a little bit about the Sally situation too. I mean, that had to be a fun one to shoot, especially, you know, right in the middle of 510. The subject matter was kind of hilarious.
Yeah, that was a blast. They had approached us about wanting to shoot something in the courtyard because one of you guys, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that was for the high school.
Yeah, everybody was in there. There was a whole
high schools come in. They wanted to kind of like put on a production to show like what it's like to work on a film set. And Kevin had this script, I believe, lying around, and like he kind of pitched it to me. It was just kind of the right amount, the right length to kind of shoot something, and it was possible to do it there. And then they offered us the opportunity to shoot on film. So yeah, I was nervous as all hell, kind of like, you know, having a crowd of people around you and shooting on film for the real like first project shooting on film.
With Mutual Affections, guys, I mean, I thought one thing that really struck me the most was how much you did with just 2 people in frame for 10 minutes.
Yeah, I want to toss this off to Kevin because like this is credit to Kevin in the way that he writes, and something I get a kick out of is sort of the dialogue, and there's a lot of like existentialism that goes on and of like these weird things that happen, but it's always presented just so funny to me. But yeah, I want to toss that to Kevin.
We know how much hard work goes into like producing this stuff. So when I sat down to write Mutual Affections, it was kind of coming from a place of like, well, what can we do that will be relatively simple in terms of the amount of people that we need and the locations and sort of like the time that it'll just take to shoot. Plus, I just wanted to do something with Ryan. Like there was a bunch of projects that we were in together that maybe we were like, you know, would have a couple of lines with each other, but we never really like, you know, we're just sitting across from each other riffing.
My dad's on drugs?
Oh, no. He's just so... Oh my god. This is the fucking worst day ever.
We just wanted to help each other and just and get better. You know, it was a small school, but there's still like circles in there, and we were the underdogs too because there was a heavy upper class when we came in. You know, like that seniors of like McInerney and Dino and other people like that. You know, they all look like they were on their way to making stuff. So we were just kind of like, hey, let's just show that we could throw some hands too, and we made the best stuff we could at all times. You know.
Yeah, please just go. I'm sure you caught on.
should do it.
I wish I had that. It's not like this in our level.
This is like the tiniest office I've ever seen. I've worked in this building 20 years. I've never seen this office before.
Excuse me. It sounds better on paper than don't you know?
I mean, that's something else. I mean, I would like that in my office.
It's like we're just in a box with a door.
Everyone!
Jesus.
Thank you all for coming. Now Tom is going to be here any minute.
Who the hell's Tom?
Tom is whose birthday we're here to celebrate.
Whoa, we're just here for the cake.
Yeah. Second that. Yeah, I agree with you.
Okay. Well, he's going to come and we'll say surprise because it's a surprise party and then we can get cake. Okay? Cake is going to come next. Soon. Very soon. Okay.
Sounds good.
So, if everyone can just find a hiding place.
Where?
On the table or something?
Good point.
Behind the door?
You know what we'll do? I'll shut the lights. Yeah, I'll shut the lights and maybe he just won't notice we're here. Yeah? You guys are good with that? Okay. So just stay quiet. Oh, he's gonna be so surprised. Okay. I think he's coming. Surprise! You can beat it. Happy birthday!
Thanks, man.
What?
Who are all these people? And why are they here?
They're here for your birthday.
That's not how whispering works.
Sorry, I forgot.
You got them all here for me?
Yeah.
Or are you just the greatest co-manager I could ask for?
Dancing!
You look like you could use some of this. Thanks. Well, these office parties are always a little weird. What? It's a little weird. What? It's weird. Oh, yeah. Weird. Yeah, I feel bad for this chump what threw this party for the other chump what works with him. You know, he honestly thought that people were just gonna show up. Well, the only reason they're here is for the cake.
That chump just so happens to be my friend, and he went out of his way to do this for me. And you know what? He's not a chump. He's a good guy.
Oh, what's going on over here, folks?
Nothing. Artie was just leaving.
Oh, well, thanks for coming. He's a nice guy. I got now 15.
There's like confetti in the cake. It's disgusting.
This cake tastes so bad. It's like I'm eating Kevin and Tom. That's how bad it is.
This cake looks as shitty as Tom.
They're fucking morons. They want to put together a party, but like, look at this place. What is this? Those receipts? Who puts receipts? It doesn't make any sense to me. It's just, it further insinuates the opinion of me thinking that they're shitheads. Just all around, beginning to end, baby to old man dying in a canoe somewhere. Just shitheads. Nothing to contribute.
Do you ever see Friends with Benefits?
I love that movie.
They're like that movie if Mila Kunis was a boy.
When Justin Timberlake was a shithead.
So he says to the guy, I don't care that you run the football, wrestling, and lacrosse team in high school. You're putting down my ceramic vase, and I'm taking it, or I'm going to kick your butt.
Nobody here likes me.
Excuse me. What do you mean nobody here likes you? Everybody's here for you.
No, they're not.
Well, what are they here for?
Free cake.
You really think Is there anybody here who doesn't like this fine gentleman?
Get the chump!
Are you ready? Are you ready? Go! Here again!
Never again.
What was it you were after? Are you real? Are you real? Will you appear again through a magic door?
See that Tom guy?
Yeah.
This is a little stupid thumb ring. You get that thumb ring, the bitch store.
That guy Kevin looks like Jack Nicholson's Joker.
He's a bit more squirmy.
Cake looks as shitty as Tom.
But he made it.
Probably.
Fucking loser. Yeah,
That's-
like he's
that's a good
affluent
word.
for his dog.
I guess.
Like he can't connect to humans because he's just such a fuck up.
Just look at his face.
Yeah, I think he's better than everybody else. That's the thing.
Pubic hair, beard. It's like Judd Apatow.
Except like
Except
if
he's
Judd
not successful or famous and no one likes him.
Anyway, all I'm saying is that I fucking hate both of them. I think there's something between Tom and Kevin. I'm not, I mean, like, you know, hey, we're friends. Like, let's go in the back and really give it to each other.
I don't get you, Serena. Sometimes it's like you're not even there. Are you even ever listening to me?
Yeah, I'm listening. I'm always listening. The apartment in Menton. It's fine. We'll get it.
They said they would let me out of work early on Friday, and I should get to the airport by, I don't know, 3.
Okay. Change of plan. I got a call that my dad died today, so I'm actually gonna head home tomorrow. You go ahead and fly on Friday, and I'm gonna get a later flight.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
We'll postpone.
No, you go. I'm getting a later flight.
I'm not gonna fly to Paris without you.
Don't be ridiculous.
I'm being ridiculous. You always do this.
Do what?
This. You know what I'm talking about.
No. I don't know what you're talking about.
I just don't understand you sometimes.
I can't believe you're here. It's been forever.
I know.
I didn't know what to expect when you called. It's been so long.
How is everything?
Good. Good. I'm pregnant.
Wow, congrats.
Yeah, congrats. You live in the city?
Yeah, currently. But I'm actually moving to Paris soon.
What? Oh, look at you. Moving up in the world.
And you, becoming a mom.
Yes. I thought a lot about you. Disappeared on me, Serena. You remember Jack, right? He's from over by Dutch. He's friends with Tim and those guys. What brought you here?
I'm visiting my mom.
I didn't know you guys still talk. I heard your father passed away. I'm sorry. So what are you gonna do with the house? I know you don't like it. I mean, remember when you used to stay with me for 2 weeks straight? She stayed in my closet because my parents didn't want me to have any company over on weeknights. So what are you gonna do with the house?
I don't know yet. I have to go over there now, actually. Do you think you could give me a ride?
I could give you a ride. You're not going in? Well, we came all the way out here. Suit yourself.
You sure I can't get you anything else?
I'm all right.
Look at you. All grown up.
Yeah, it's been 15 years. ask you something?
Sure.
Why did you leave?
I was young.
I was young.
It wasn't an easy decision. I needed to get sober.
Well, why couldn't you have gotten sober here?
I had to get away. I don't know. I lost my mother, and I didn't know how to be a mom.
Why couldn't you've taken me? Why did you have to leave me there? With him?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about. Why did you leave me with him when you knew how he was?
It couldn't have been that bad.
It couldn't have been that bad. That's what you have to say?
What are you trying to tell me?
I'm trying to tell you that there are things that a 12-year-old shouldn't have to experience.
Oh, God, Serena. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh my God. Please. I'm so sorry. Oh my God.
couple questions. First of all, what time is it by you?
11 p.m.
Thank you again, really very much for doing this. We really appreciate that. So I guess my first question is, with the visual look of Homecoming, the way you lit it was really beautiful. It looked beautiful, especially for a black and white film. Did you have like a specific influence as far as how you wanted it to look, like a certain thing you were shooting for?
It was a long time ago. Wait a minute. Okay, so let me think. No, actually, it was just me and the DP, John Testa. He's actually very good with the black and white, the cinematographer. So he knows like how it's gonna look like. So I trust him, and then we go for it.
It's been forever.
I know.
I didn't know what to expect when you called.
What was it like working with your actors? Because you definitely seem to have professionally cast actors and not just using students who are obviously talented, but you seem to reach out. Can you speak more about that?
I forgot the name of the website, actually, casting something, and then I posted to recruit the actress, the main actress. I posted for casting call, and then I got responses. But in New York, like, as you know, there's so many like underground actors, who already is professional, stuff like that, or willing to do this small kind of job. So they all had an agency at the time. They're all very talented. It was very lucky. And I threw the video audition for that. So we selected the one that we wanted to cast.
Yeah, currently. But I'm actually moving to Paris soon.
What? Oh, look at you. Moving up in the world.
Justin, do you have any questions?
Yeah, I was fascinated about, like when you are an international filmmaker, is it like you want to make English-speaking film? Is that like something that's like a goal for every international filmmaker? Or if you had your choice, would you have made a Korean-speaking film with Korean actors if you had to do it all over again?
For me, going to America is more about experience, like broaden my perspective, stuff like that. It wasn't about like, of course I like Sex and the City, those kind of shows. So I was very fascinated in New York and then American culture at the time. But my goal was more about broaden my perspective. And right now I'm in Korea working on film here. So if I have a chance, like good chance, then I would go out, but it's not like priority.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Could you speak to a bit about what inspired you to make this particular film?
At that time, I came to US for study like when I was 21, and then at that time I believe it was like 23 or 24. So it was 3 years away from my hometown. So I felt very homesick at that time. So the Homecoming, the theme of it is like going back to your family, even though the family is not great, but confront your past. So it was about that. So inspiration is pretty much from my experience that even though I went to US to study more, I wanted to explore and I didn't want to live in Korea at the time, but I still felt homesick that I needed to go back, stuff like that.
Tell me like I got what show strike and the other tired and I don't say